Hi guys, it's me Julie Guglia, and I'm here with another shopping your stash video. And this is a little bit different than the first shopping your stash video that I did, where I was shopping my stash. Now shopping sounds weird. Don't you hate that when you say a word so many times it doesn't even sound like a real word, like word, and then it just sounds like noise. Anyway, the first shopping your stash type of video that I did was shopping your stash for something specific, like a specific look or specific product. Like, I did a shopping my stash because at the time I didn't have the Naked palette, so I was using something that was like the Naked palette in comparison and did a thing like that. So shopping your stash is great because there are times when a lot of us, like I know I do for sure, I have a look at my collection and I think, oh my God, there's so many things in here that, you know, aren't getting used, aren't getting loved. And even if I love them when I buy them and, you know, like I like everything that I have, there's just things that like you can only use so many products in a day. So there's lots of things that kind of, even if you love them, they sit in your drawer and they kind of languish. So the idea of shopping your stash instead of shopping at the store is really great, and this is a new take on the shopping your stash idea. Instead of shopping for a specific look, we're shopping our stash for a face of the week. So we're going to keep these products, and I got this idea from INGHRN fan 74. Her name's Stephanie. I'm horrible with YouTube names, like when there's letters and numbers and I don't know what it stands for, so I'm just gonna call her Stephanie. Anyway, I watched her video today where she was shopping her stash for face of the week and keeping specific products aside for a face that you're going to wear pretty much all week, and you keep it separate. And actually, Emily Noel 83 did a similar video called Breaking Out of Your Makeup Rut, and she did something like that where she suggested having like a small container with certain products that you want to try, you know, and like keep them separate so that you remember to try them. So that's what I'm going to do today. Everything that I would need to pull off a face for, you know, an entire week. And now maybe these are products that you've just bought and want to try, or maybe you're participating in Project 10 Pan where you use up all of your products, you know, you use up one product before you buy another one. Sorry. It's laundry day, so I'm waiting for the sheets to dry. Okay, so I've picked out all the products that I'm going to need for a face, and I'm going to keep them separate so that I use them every single day for a week. And you can if you're doing Project 10 Pan, this is something that you could do every week until your 10 pan is up, or this is just something that you can try as an experiment once a month or whatever. Because I change up what I wear so often. Like I wear something new almost every day, so I never really get to use products over and over and really get a really good idea of what I think of them and how they work and things, because a lot of times I'm on to the next one. So anyway, okay, so first off is foundation, and it's really funny because in the last 4 or 5 months since I kind of I started working on my skin a little bit better and kind of got rid of some of the dryness, and a lot of foundation that wasn't working on me suddenly started working on me. So in the last 5 months I've purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th one that I can't grab foundation, so they're not getting used as much as I would like to. So I'm just going to pick one and use it every day for a week, because this little BB cream has been getting a little bit too much love. So let somebody else have a turn. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in number N1 Soft Ivory. And this is a pretty good foundation, but I'm going to use it for a week, and this will really determine to me, you know, like, it'll really give me an idea of how long it lasts and how it sits on my face and everything. It's a little bit light, on the light side, so I'm going to warm that up a little bit with my Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse in number 150. So 150 is darker than my skin tone. And I've been using this a lot lately to contour or do my bronzing. It's a really kind of natural looking, warm, kind of bronzed look without being too orange, without being too brown. You just go up 1 or 2 shades darker than what you would normally buy. And it's really because I've seen, you know, Wayne Goss and, you know, Candy Johnson and people like that doing their contouring with cream products or foundations that are just, you know, darker. Like Wayne Goss especially will, you know, use the same foundation but just, you know, go like several shades either lighter or darker to do highlighting and contouring. And it just looks so much more natural than powder products. And it blends in really well to your skin, and you don't really have to worry about shimmer. So I want to use up this 150 because it's a little bit too light. I wish it was just a little bit more dramatic of a bronzer. And I've also heard it I've heard it be called like a dupe for the Chanel Universal, not this shade that I've got, but one of the darker ones. So yeah, it's like the same idea. It's like a cream-based product. I know it's not the same thing as the Chanel. I'm not even saying that it is. But I have heard people say, a couple of people say that, you know, they use it in the same way that they would use a bronzer. So anyway, I've talked about that enough. So I'm going to use that as my bronzer. And then this e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer is something that I have had for quite a while, probably about a year, I guess. And it has, you know, or not quite a year, probably since last Christmas I got it, probably. I don't know. Anyway, I've had it a good while. And I loved it, but then I got other concealers, and before you know it, it's sitting in my drawer and I'm not using it. So I pulled it out because it's got a really great range of yellow. It's got two yellows and 2 pink-based concealers, lighter and darker. So it's really great to mix and match and use the pink for under your eyes, use the yellow for red, and it's really great. So I'm going to use that all week. You know, use it up, give it some love. Let it feel the love. Love. Okay, now, as far as blush goes, I love Nars Deep Throat. It's probably one of my favorite blushes of all time. But I never use it, which is really stupid because I have probably 4 or 5 other colors that are exactly the same. But, you know, or varying degrees of the same, like the same kind of peachy pinky with gold shimmer, right? So I hardly ever use it. So I want to use this every single day so that it knows that I love it. I love you. And I've had it for a while. So let's use it. Okay, now as far as my eyes go, I want to use up this little sample that I have of Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. And I really like this because it's kind of tacky. So shadow really sticks well to it. I know a lot of people don't like the tacky eyeshadow primers, but I do. So I'm going to use that. And then as a base, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Cream Eyeshadow in Dawn. It's just I'm wearing it today. It's just a really nice kind of neutral kind of shade. I'll show you, do a swatch. And I've had this for a while, and it's starting to, see, so it's got a nice little sheen to it, but it's starting to go a little dry, so I want to use it up. So I'm going to use that. And there's quite a lot of product in here. I've made a good dent in it, like using it quite a lot, but I need to use it up. So I'm going to use that under the eye look that I'm using every day this week. But I'm keeping on the eyes. I want to use this little guy. He just kind of sits in my drawer and doesn't get used very much, even though I do love it a lot. This is the Day to Night palette from e.l.f. And there is a shade in here, this shade right here, that is so lovely. Look at that. Really metallic, kind of taupey, plummy, like silvery plummy. I don't know. How would you describe that? But just really like champagne-y, plummy, silvery. Really nice. Like looks like a high-end shadow for sure. You can see the sheen on there. And this plum is really nice too. Then there's a dark red, and like really nice shadows, but I just never use them. The only one that I don't like is this really light shade here. You can see here, it's really kind of chunky and chalky. See? So I'm going to use that up. But because I don't really like the highlight, like look at the pigmentation on that. Because I don't really like the highlight, I'm going to be using this highlight palette that I have from Annabelle. There's 4 shades in there that are really nice. Bought them, never used them, so I'm going to use them up. Got this mascara in a This is the High Lengths Mascara from Clinique. I got this in a gift with purchase. It's got a weird little wand on it that I didn't like at first, but I do like the mascara, so I'm going to use it every day for a week to really tell you what I think of it. I'm not going to use a highlight or anything like that, but I am going to have 2 lipsticks. They're both from Rimmell, and one just depending on what I'm wearing, right? So I've got a pink. This is Latino. This showed up as a favorite for so long for me, but then I just kind of leave it in my drawer and don't wear it. Nice pink, bright pink, perfect for a pop of color. And then if I want to go more neutral, I purchased this and haven't worn it yet. This is Summer Angel, so it's just a nice neutral. See? You can see it right there. It's really nice. I already got some on. Why am I putting it on over top? Ugh. Anyway, so that's going to sit here. That's going to be my face of the week. So I will update you next week to let you know how I did. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Shop your stash. Bye.